And it winds up 102-99. Look at that fourth quarter for the Indiana Pacers. Yeah.
You know what's bad about that, Ernie? Only 15 shots. The turnovers were the difference in the game.
More turnovers than field goals in the fourth quarter. And there goes the lead. And the series lead belongs to Toronto at 3-2. They've won one series in their history, and that was 2001. Best of 5 when they beat the Knicks. Never won a best of 7. Now they're a win away as they play Game 6 at Indiana on Friday. How do you come back from this if you're the Indiana Pacers and you had Game 5 right there in your midst?
You know, you have to kind of blame that on a lack of focus. You know, when you're up 90-77 going to the fourth quarter and you have 6 turnovers and you go 4 for 15, you know, you need to be a little bit, mentally tougher. You know, you got to do the right things. You know, they did come back there and win, but if you take care of the ball, you win the game. And so, you know, they're going to go back in the locker room, look at the tape, go over their mistakes. But, you know, they're going to have to play determined, inspired, desperate basketball at home in Indiana or the series is over. You know the slogan, win or go home. So, you know, you have to, not recreate the same mistakes and play balls out.
A wasted 39-point effort by Paul George. On the Toronto side, DeMar DeRozan steps up, 34.
You know, Coach Casey said it best. My all-stars got to play like all-stars. DeRozan stepped up, but you got to be concerned. Kyle Lowry still has not, you can't hope.
3 of 11, 14 points.
Yeah, even though they won the game, you just can't have one guy going off like that for one game. Kyle's got to play better. Listen, Indiana, obviously, it's a must-win for them. Their crowd, that's a nice place to play. They got a terrific crowd. But, man, you know, it's frustrating watching Toronto. Like, Kyle Lowry is an all-star. And to be averaging 13 points and shooting 30%, and had 3 games at home, you got to be concerned if you're Toronto. And I always think in this situation, man, the pressure, obviously, the next game is on Indiana. But if you get back to Game 7, I think all the pressure switches to the home team.
Upside for Lowry on a bad shooting night again. He had turned the ball over 13 times in the series. No turnovers in this one.
I think he's having 16, you said, Ernie, right?
16 points. But I was talking about he had 13 turnovers coming into this.
But the one thing that, will help him, is on balance, separation. I think those are the 2 things I saw through the regular season, that he was able to create separation and shoot on balance. In the playoffs, I see him not creating as much separation and shooting off balance, one leg, fadeaway, jump shots. So for me, if you're watching him, say, get to the rim. We're going to try to get to the rim, and then we're going to get on balance. And I think it will come because he is being aggressive. He's just not taking great shots. And I don't care who you are. If you take bad shots, you're not going to there's only 2 or 3 guys in the world, or probably in the history of the game, that we consider bad shot makers and that could just make bad shots. He's not one of them. So get good shots, get on balance, and he'll come through.
102-99 is the final. 3-2 lead for the Raptors.
Ernie, I need time to say something tonight, too.
How about next segment?
Next segment, I want to say something.